Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is a dose of Desi. I have been on a hiatus for almost 2 years, and on top of that, I've tried to film this video maybe like 2 or 3 times, and I keep messing up. But I'm just gonna go with the flow with this one and just keep going. And that's one thing that I kind of like with my videos is that I'm just like really talking to you, and I'm not doing a lot of editing. You're just getting like the real deal. So, like I said, I've been on a hiatus for about 2 years, and I'm just trying to get back at it. And instead, what I used to do was do like a blind buy Tuesdays, and I got real with myself and understood that I couldn't afford the fragrances that I wanted because these fragrances are up to like $300-400 a pop, and I want one every day. So instead, I got smart, and I'm going to do the samples, right? I'm going to do samples and then pick out whichever one that I like the most and then get that one first. I still want all of them because I've done so much research on these fragrances that I know that I want them and I know that I like them. So I still am going to be in the same situation as, I'm just still going to be in the same situation. So, anyways, welcome to a dose of Desi. I have six, nope, I have 9 fragrances, but I'm not going to do all 9 today. I'm going to do 3, and I'm going to start off with Black Afgano, and it's by Nasamoto. And the nose behind this fragrance is Alessandra Guderi. I think I said that. Gudari. It's either Gudari or Guderi. Anyways, the top notes are cannabis. They have a green notes in them. In the mid, it has resin and woodsy notes, tobacco and coffee. I'm gonna see if I can smell the tobacco and coffee. And in the base notes, there are oud and incense. Now, let me tell you something. I got these fragrances yesterday, and it was no way that I wasn't going to smell all of them. I wanted it to be, when I'm doing my videos, they're usually like a blind buy, so I've never smelt them before, but I could not help it because I've been wanting these for forever. So I already smelt them, but it was just one sniff and it was done. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on my wrist. And then the other one, further down on my forearm. So the first one's Black Afgano, like I said. And it's got in the very base note, I don't know if I said that, as oud and incense in it. This is another one. So I'm going to spray it here. Okay. Let that dry a little bit. And automatically, to me, I can smell tobacco. And then a little bit of, I can smell the cannabis. And to me, it smells good. I like it. I don't smoke or anything, but for whatever reason, like sometimes when I smell it, it kind of smells good to me, but it just depends. So all I can smell really, I do get woodsy and I do get the resin in it. Actually, I get all of it. So if I get woodsy, I'm probably going to get the oud because oud comes from wood. Um, and I get the incense. So this fragrance is pretty. This fragrance is like a dark fragrance. If you get an opportunity to look it up or see it, which I should just which I should just probably start editing and putting. When I get better, being a tech person, trying to be techie, maybe I will drop some pictures or whatever. But anyways, the juice of this is actually black. Looks purple, right? But it's really kind of like a dark juice. So I definitely get oud, woodsy. Um, I get the green because of the cannabis, I think, and I can't smell coffee right off. So maybe once it settles, I'll be able to smell the coffee. I can smell the tobacco, which that kind of makes sense. So this fragrance, I feel like, is a unisex fragrance, and It's a unisex fragrance. It's an evening and night fragrance. I don't think I mean, you can wear fragrances whenever you want to. You can wear them in whatever season you want to, but I think this would be a fragrance that you should wear in the evening, at night. Maybe if you are at like a bar or at a jazz club. I don't know, just anywhere at night. If you're out on the town, this will smell really, really good. What else? On a date night. Well, maybe not on a date. You don't want to smell like weed on a date. But it's kind of got like the sexy smell to it to me. Smells really good. So I would wear it personally. It leans more masculine, but you wear what you want to. What would I rate this? Let me see. Because it's not like anything that anybody's ever smelled before, because it's a niche fragrance. It's not designer. It doesn't have a designer smell to me. I would rate this like maybe a 7.5. Maybe a 7.5. It smells really good. I'm gonna leave. So 7.5. It's a night fragrance. It's masculine. As well as unisex, but it leans masculine. And you will definitely smell the cannabis in it. You're going to smell the wood and woodsy notes and tobacco. So it smells really good. And I would say maybe get a sample from Fragrance Line or Scent Split and try it out before you buy it. But I would say get it. I would just say put it into your collection if you are a connoisseur of fragrances. All right. So my next fragrance that I'm going to go to is I think I'm going to put the best one that I like for last. I'm going to go to Portrait of a Lady. So Portrait of a Lady is by Frederic Malle. The nose behind this is Dominique Ropian. Dominique Ropian. And the top notes in this fragrance it smells really good. The top notes in this fragrance are clove, raspberry. Of course, you're gonna smell rose, black currant, and cinnamon. The mid notes are patchouli, incense, sandalwood, and the base notes is musk, benzoin, and amber. Now, this fragrance is a fragrance that I have been wanting to get my nose on for years. And it's the price tag of these fragrances are so major, but I think it's worth it because you don't smell like everybody else. And then a lot of people don't necessarily care about smelling good, which to me is crazy. Like, I think it's like that's just crazy how I feel like a lot of people don't wear fragrances. So it's kind of weird. And then maybe some people could have like a sensitivity to fragrance. But anyways, this is Portrait of a Lady, Frederic Malle. Nose behind it is Dominique Ropian. And, everybody says that this is like the best smelling fragrance in the world, that it has a scent trail, and that it smells just marvelous. Like, just like, I don't know, some rich, luxurious woman. And I will tell you what I think about it in just a second. Let's see. Put 2 sprays in there. I'm going to let it air out. And immediately I smell rose, right? And that's all I smell. And that's kind of like, that bums me out because I still feel like I have to have it. Even though it just smells like rose. I don't get anything else. Anything else right now. I smell rose. And actually, I smell rose and a little bit of clove. I don't smell the raspberry. And I absolutely love raspberry and fragrances. And I don't smell it, which I would really like to smell it. I don't know if maybe Initially, these fragrances have to sit and kind of, you know, um, sit and steep on your skin or whatever and mix with your body chemistry, and then different notes will pull out as it wears. But initially, which a lot of fragrances do, they kind of change and transition as you put them on. But initially, you're going to get rose. And I think I get clove. There's something kind of freshy, well, what is the fresh smell? Okay, so I'm reading the top notes. So of course, what I'm smelling is rose, and maybe on the back, maybe I'm smelling some benzoin. I don't know what it is, but I do smell. So I can say there's rose, and I can smell like a warm smell of amber. I get the incense, I get sandalwood, I can smell all of that. And I feel like if you're smelling like patchouli, sandalwood, incense, then that kind of almost like formulates into a musk fragrance, and it's just going to start to smell musky after you have all of those notes kind of, you know, blending together. This is a good fragrance. Last night when I sprayed it, I was just like, this smells like rose, and I'm just disappointed. But it's not awful. I mean, it's not awful at all, but it's not I'm not as disappointed now as I was last night. Because last night I just smelled rose, and I was just in the bed just spraying myself. But this actually, it smells rosy and it smells soapy to me. That's what I get. And unfortunately, I'm going to rate this. I'm still going to buy it. I'm still going to get me like a full bottle. But I rate it um, maybe a 6.5. It just smells rosy to me. Um, it's nothing like, oh my gosh, I've never smelled this before in my life. This is amazing. It's not like that. It just smells like rose. And maybe if your nose isn't trained, you're not going to pick up on the benzoin or the cinnamon and the rose, the black currant. But I just smell rose, and maybe it's because it hasn't transitioned and it hasn't been on my skin long enough. But to me, it's wonderful, and I would buy it and just and excuse me, I would just buy it and then have it just sitting in my collection just to have it. So that's that. I would rate it. Did I say what I rated it? I would rate it maybe a 6. To me, it's like no wow factor. Um, I mean, I hate to say that, like, but it really is good because, like, I've heard like, oh, it's a masterpiece, and to me, if you're only getting fragrances that you feel like are unique and do not smell like anything else, then I would say maybe skip this one. But since I love fragrances, it's going to be added to my collection regardless. It's really good. Hopefully, once I get it, my my idea of it will change. Now, this is the last fragrance. It's Tuxedo by Yves Saint Laurent, and it is a Shepard fragrance. And the nose behind this is Juliet. Her last name I cannot pronounce. It's like Guiz, Carla Cara something. I don't know. It's very hard to pronounce. And anyways, she did an awesome job with this fragrance. So I'm going to spray it on my forearm. Maybe I should spray it on this one because this rose is strong. And then the Black Afgano is good. I like it. Okay, so Tuxedo, let's read the notes in it. So the top notes are violet leaf, coriander, bergamot, mid notes are rose, black pepper, lily of the valley. And ladies, let me tell you something. Lily of the Valley Um, is one of the fragrances for men that is like a turn on or aphrodisiac. Of course, we know that vanilla is one. Um, Another one is licorice. But another one, the one that's in this fragrance is Lily of the Valley. I want to do in the future. I'm going to do a perfume review of fragrances that have um, notes in them that are like an aphrodisiac for men. So that's coming down the pipeline, and I'm excited about that. The base notes in this is patchouli, ambergris, and bourbon vanilla. Now, ambergris. A lot of people don't know what ambergris is, and they say it's like a controversy of what it is. They say it's either well vomit or well poop. So I don't know, but I would I'm leaning more towards well vomit. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get this sprayed on me so I can rate it and get this video over with. Here we go. Right. Where's my little fan? Makeshift fan. Okay. So, let's see. This is my favorite fragrance. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, Portrait of a Lady is obviously, since it has rose in it, it's very, it leans feminine. It's a unisex fragrance because I've seen with my research, men and women wear this and they have it, but it leans to me heavy on the femme side. Now, as far as this tuxedo is to me very masculine, but to me it's also unisex because I would wear it because I like the violet and bergamot smells in fragrances. It's just, I don't know, it's fresh to me. So I don't have I can smell the bourbon in here. It's straight up. And maybe I'll start to smell some of the other fragrances of the other notes later, because I'm just spraying this. So it's not going to, everything's not going to pop out. And you don't want that to happen. You don't want to smell at all the notes. You want as it dries down for the fragrance to kind of mature or do its thing on your skin. This one is my favorite. And I don't know. It's just, you would have to get your hands on a sample. It smells amazing. I give this maybe like an 8. It's really, really good. So that's pretty much it. That's my review for today. Tomorrow, or maybe sometime this week, because I don't know if I'm going to get to it tomorrow, I have these fragrances that I would like to talk to you guys about. We've got God of Fire by, who is this by? Stefan Hubert Lucas. We've got Initio perfume, Absolute Aphrodisiac. We have Le Labo Santal 33. We have Homage Guidance. And then BDK, Gris Charnel. And then the last one we have that we're going to do a review on is Armani Privé Rouge Malachite. So I'm excited about that. And hopefully you will come back to watch my videos and put a comment in the comment section, say hey, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you and have an amazing day, night, and evening.